brae. Snow in summer, ice in my heart, death's cold fingers tear us apart. Snow in summer, ice in my heart. And fought from dawn to dawn, though we did win too many kin, gave life to see them gone. To Manga's lair we took the snare, its hooks did end his reign. Now there it lies, if e'er he rise, to bring him low again. Snow in summer, ice in my heart, death's cold fingers tear us apart. Snow in summer, ice in my heart, death's cold fingers tear us apart. A summer's day in Scarabray became a wintry night. Foes from below, blood on the snow, bright crimson on white. A madman's story of ancient glory brought death from far away. For eldritch power did Mangar scour the depths of Scarabray. Snow in summer, ice in my heart, death's cold fingers tear us apart. Snow in summer, ice in my heart, death's cold fingers
to the field of honour.
tear us apart.
Sure, it'll be tough.
Honour demands that we fight.
None of us are going to die.
Let us show these
This'll be a
honour demands
If it's all the same to you.
Though we
to
did
the
win
field of
too
honour.
many kin, gave life to see them gone. To Manga's lair we took the snare, its hooks did end his reign. Now there it lies, if e'er he rise, to bring him
Evil
low
will not triumph.
again. Snow in summer,
A pleasure to be travelling with you.
ice
You
in
have
my
no
heart,
honour.
death's cold fingers
Well met, friends.
tear us apart. Snow
For the
in
feet
summer,
of the world.
A pleasure to be travelling.
ice
Evil
in
will not
my
triumph.
heart, death's cold fingers tear us apart.
Well met, friends.
For
A pleasure to be travelling with you.
Summer's day
Evil will
in
not
Scarabray
Well met, friends.
came a wintry night. Foes from below, blood on the snow, bright crimson on white. A madman's story of ancient glory brought death from far away. For eldritch power did Mangar scour the depths of Scarabray. Snow in summer,
The song I sing will tell the tale of a cold and wintry day, of castle walls and torchlit halls, and a price men had to pay. When evil fled and brave men bled, the Dark One came to stay. How men of old, for blood and gold, had rescued Skara Brae.
Do you feel pity, friends, when you look upon these wretches? Well, wash it from your hearts, for these are the villains who seek to turn Skara Brae into a pit of depravity. Elves, dwarves, trow, and practitioners of the dark arts. Enemies all, whose wicked lives must end if our city is to live in peace again.
That's what you get, you heathen.
Thus, children, shall the Sword Father smite all who befriend the old races. He shall drive the elf and the dwarf back to their wretched holes. He shall burn the witches and warlocks who make pacts with them.
My
He
poor
shall
boy.
cut out the tongues
What
of the
did he do?
bards who sing of them.
What did he do that was
For the
so
Sword Father
wrong?
knows it is the followers of the old ways who are killing the people of Skara Brae. Who are
Turn around.
sacrificing us to their
Streets
dark
closed.
and bloody-handed gods.
Back off.
No entry. Henrid's orders. No entry. Henrid's orders.
Oh, that's a bad business. And no mistake.
I don't understand. What did they do? What?
Their crime. Existing was their crime. The Fatherites don't like our kind. Come on, before those paladins give us a second glance.
I'll give them a second glance. And maybe a...
Oh, here now. Save it. You'll only get yourself killed. And we need you. You're gonna save Skara Brae. You're looking at me like you think old Rabbie's had a few too many. Well, maybe I have. But this is no drunkard's fancy. You've been in my dreams 7 nights now, and each... They all start with some evil slithering out of the darkness, and you driving it back from whence it came. But I don't make it to the happy ever after. And there's a moment right at the end where you could save me, and instead you choose not to. You just turn away and leave me to be buried alive. Well, maybe that means I shouldn't trust you. But you're the best hope we've got. So I guess I'll just have to pray that part's not true. Anyway, hero, let's get back to the Adventurers Guild. I have a few words to say to the congregation. This way.
I helped a dwarf once. He needed directions. Do you think you're principal for it?
Well, I wouldn't mention it to anyone else either.
Who make pacts with them? He shall cut out the tongues of the bards who sing of them. For the sword father knows it is the followers of the old ways who are killing them.
You can't swing a cat in Scarabray these days without hitting a paladin. Not that I'm prone to swinging cats.
Get your meat here! Finest chops and fillets! Guaranteed not to be cat!
Protect yourself from monsters with a sword pendant, blessed by Bishop Henrid himself.
What a load of shite.
Always a few who'll take advantage of hard times.
This is where I always set up.
I don't care. You're blocking the public way. You'll have to move.
Well, where am I supposed to go?
That's your problem. Just go.
Back off.
Hot soup! Delicious soup! Best soup you'll ever have!
More murder. I should...
There's nothing to be gained fighting the Fatherites head on. There's another way. At least, I hope there is.
I'm going to be sick.
Heroes! Could be us next.
Come now from superstition. Only the temple has
Could be
the
us
answer.
next.
The fair folk are not thy
us
friends.
next.
Venture not into Scarabray below. Only evil dwells there. Venture not into Scarabray below. Only evil dwells there. Purchase not from a dwarf. Thou wilt never stop paying. Block thy ears to the bard. They shall sing thy soul away. Faith is all. Scorn thou the dance is depravity. Crime is ruin. Story is sufficient. Turn thou from superstition. Only the temple has the answers. Bewarest thou heretics? Trust not the elf, nor the dwarf, nor the trow. Scorn thou the adventurer and the so-called hero. Think not, lest
Death
thou
to the elves!
sin! Scorn thou the adventurer and the soul. The temple will protect you. Bewarest thou, heretic? Think not, lest thou sin. Turn thou from superstition. Only the temple has the answers. The fair folk are not thy friends.
To the elves!
Venture not into Scarabray below. Only evil dwells there. Now, not at Trow. That is how they take thy soul.
Nothing.
But 'tis not from a dwarf. Thou wilt never stop paying. Block thy ears to the bard. They shall sing thy soul away. Song is seduction.
Death to the elves!
Dance is depravity. Rhyme is ruin.
Could be us next.
Story is sedition. Bewarest thou, heretics? Venture not into Scarabray below. Only evil. Bewarest thou, heretics? Trust not the elf, nor the dwarf, nor the trow. Scorn thou the adventurer and the so-called hero.
Too much for you, eh?
Got a weak stomach?
You better get used to it.
All a Scarabray.
Aha! Come here for soup, have you? Well, soup is not an adequate description for what you'll be getting. You'll be getting fulfillment, joy, the tender embrace of your mother's arms. This is not just soup. It is a revelation, a liquid epiphany. No. On consideration, you are ruffians. Oh, you are rapscallions.
I've known some good trout, but not many. Adventurers saved this town. Round 'em up! That's what I say.
I've known elves, dwarves and trow all my life. Finest people around.
Seems like they're hanging anyone. They hanged my shoemaker last week.
He must have done something wrong. The temple knows what it's doing.
Come in. Cabbage, carrots. Cabbage. Cabbage. Aye.
Here we are. The Guild.
Oh, Rebby, a new recruit. There were more folk killed last night. Some great beast, they said.
And again, they blame us for it.
What I just saw at Henrod's hanging tree was the last straw. We have to...
Did you hear that?
The song of the maiden. What does it foretell this time?
Arrest the heretics! Burn this den of evil to the ground!
This way, hero! Hurry!
Why do you even exist?
If you don't go away, I shall be quite cross.
Come on, fight!
Come forward and dive!
It would be so nice.
Were you born this annoying or did you study?
You are making me very...
Try me.
How can you...
Why are you even trying?
If you make me fight...
You make me sick.
Come on.
You make...
Do your worst.
Come on!
It would be so nice.
Why are you...
Try me.
made it. What a nightmare, eh? Come on. We've got to get to the old guild and figure a way to protect ourselves. The Adventurers Guild from back before the old town was buried is still here after all these years. Just a little filthier and liable to collapse. At least it's well hidden. No danger of another visit from the Fatherets. Come on. We're looking for a green door. Hold on, hero. You'd better touch that luckstone. Luckstones have been around since before the All War. And it's always good to give them a rub, particularly before a fight. They can give you a second chance if things go wrong. There. Now you're safe. No matter what befalls, you'll come right back to here.
Yes?
Eh? What? Aye. Eh?
Adventurers. Must have escaped the fire.
Bide a moment. Don't think these are any friends of ours. No, they're up to mischief. We'll have to fight them, I fear.
Bastards, they run, ye cravens! careful, this is boring.
On your word. Kill for the masters. What masters, I wonder? Maybe those rogues were carrying something to burn down these boards. What did you find on them? Searching for us, I'll wager. We'd better steer clear.
Adventurers, pluck their hearts out like
I'll want extra for this.
Afghanis!
Here.
Stand aside!
Out of my way.
bleed you, you fool!
My mind sneaks in my head.
Ready?
Out of...
That was a nasty scrap. Let's see to our wounds.
Yes?
Aye? Eh?
More troublemakers.
Aye. It looks like we can't avoid them.
Who's there? Enemies! Attack!
So, is anyone going to go?
Are you even trying?
On your word. Pardon.
Aye.
Get over there!
Right here. I'm wide open. Pascanis!
Here.
Ah!
Coming through. What's the matter?
Ready.
Hit my head, but...
There's another lockstone. Better safe than sorry, I always say.
You fools! You let them scatter! Now we shall have to drag them out again! The people must see what a danger these outcasts
We're the danger?
Who set fire to the guild?
And who keeps hanging innocent folk?
More paladins. Can't let them spot us. Edge left and stick to the shadows. The Adventurers Guild is just around the corner.
Right. What is that?
One eye, one leg, one arm. This is the first shot. I've sung songs about them, but I never thought I'd see one.
Huh.
Afghanis! Ready? Let me just...
On your word.
Here. Ready? Stepping by.
On your word. On your word. Let me just... Here. Oh, that one hurt. We do this, we're dead.
Aye?
Them things dragged down my old da at a gallop. Ashamed to say, I kept running.
What do you want? Forgive me, my bile.
'Tis not you who have stirred it, but these cursed clods who broke my best lute and battered me with their oafish fists. If you need an instrument, I have a few I am willing to sell. I am trying to raise enough coin to return to the Everwood. The venture... A mob, fevered by the Fatherites. They accused me of trying to lure some badish boy into the shadows, then set upon me with fist and boot. Had not a fellow adventurer been passing, I've no doubt I would have hung from their tree. Fortunately, a dwarf named Dalgleish saw my peril and dragged me to safety, taking many blows himself. I am in his debt. Not the finest instruments you'll ever find. Just a few I've acquired over the years.
The baby! She's still out there! I dropped her!
Hmm? May you have better fortune than your fair friend Mary.
Do not fear me, friends. Yes, I am a Fatherite, but I no longer take orders from Bishop Henred or any of his compatriots. It is they who are not Fatherites, for they have abandoned the Sword Father's tenets. Thus, I have broken with them and come here to this refuge to do what a... The Sword Father was a man once, a king of Lestris who valiantly drove out foreign invaders and sacrificed himself for the security of his people. Such was his honor and goodness that he became a god upon his death, and his daughter, known as the Blessed Lady. He did not seem so terrible when first he arrived. Ambitious, yes, but still compassionate and with a keen intellect that was never satisfied. Then slowly his mind became less flexible, his fears more consuming and his compassion reserved only for his own kind. Where once the temples helped all, Henred ordered that only the faithful be fed and all others be turned away. It only got worse from there, as you know, and I now fear. I was reprimanded for aiding a dwarf. And when I defended myself, Henred demanded I give up my ministry. Well, I do what I can. Healing, comforting, feeding, advising. If you are sick or wounded, I will be happy. If you seek to channel the power of your god for good works, yes, I can show you. First, however, I would ask a favour. Some of Henred's so-called paladins have looted sacred relics and are wearing them as medals, it seems. As if covering one's self in holy artifacts made one more holy. Preposterous. I know Paladin Captain Beckwith, who patrols the road near Fetter Cairn, wears one. Bless you, friends. Aye? Cabbage? Cabbage? Aye.
Welcome, friend. I'm Reza, and this is... New folks arriving here every day, driven out of their homes by monsters or paladins or what have you, and they all need to eat and sleep. Oh, I haven't much, but we share what we have. If you need food, it's there. A place to lie down, the houses across the way are safe, and if you're wounded, get in that line there. We'll see to you as soon as we can. It was all chaos here when the attack started, so somebody had to organise. Me and Palafax here, my husband. Ah, my bold, brave husband. Always manages to find trouble where no one else can. Good thing for a guard, I suppose. Not so easy on his wife, though. Well, at least we're in trouble together this time. Help out if you can. We need it.
Poor folk. More every day. Where are we going to fit them all? If you need food and healing, see my wife here, Racer. If you need a blade or some leather on your back, see me. And if you're fit enough, we could use some help holding back the darkness, as the City Watch ain't likely to help us down here. And why shouldn't I be? Was with them for 30 years until this Henred becomes Bishop of the Fatherites. Then all of a sudden being Einar is a sin, fired for worshipping the wrong gods, took my house and tried to burn poor Racer as a witch. Pooh! Spent half my life arresting the rats that lived in Skara Brae below, and now I'm down here helping them. Oh, it's a funny old world, eh? I've got some likely lads patrolling the camp. But what we really need is some hardy souls to go into the dark and clear some streets. Things seem to be breeding in there. Racer's my wife. Have a look. Thanks for looking.
Here we are. I told Orlo not to let anybody in who didn't give him the Wildland whistle. Give it a try.
Aye?
Yes.
That's the tune! Welcome, friend. Hello, Robbie.
1 minute. I gotta make a little speech. And this time, I hope we won't be interrupted. All friends, lend me your ears a moment. Well, friends, seems the Fatherites have decided to wipe us adventurers out once and for all. Not sure if they really think we're behind all the murder and mayhem that's been plaguing Skara Brae, or if they just want a scapegoat. But either way, if we ever want to live in peace again, we have to prove to those bastard sword priests that we're not the enemy. And the best way to do that is to bring them the enemy. Now, I'm sending messengers to the elves and dwarves to petition their help in this. That help, however, may be long in coming. So we need a few brave souls here and now, willing to hunt down whoever's behind this terror and deliver them to the priests. Not just to save Skara Brae, not just to save the Adventurers Guild, but to save the lives of all the elves, dwarves, trow, adventurers, outcasts, and practitioners of magic in Caith. So, any volunteers? Well, you know where I'll be when you make up your mind.
I don't suppose you... La... That's right. You... That's right. Usually do brisk business. Haven't made a sale in days. Everyone down here in Skara Brae below seems to have one already. Not an empty vessel among you. Up in the new city, of course, almost no one has a soul. I could make a killing. Plenty of souls down here to choose from, but no one seems in a selling mood. Too busy fighting the good fight, or some such nonsense. Nice talking with you.
A practitioner. Listen, I want you to know that though I am Roscoe, this is not the Emporium, and what I have on sale here in no way reflects the quality of the goods that I offer there. I'm only here selling this rubbish because the Emporium has been flattened by a giant and occupied by trow. Now, how can I help? Yes, the 7th of that name, and the first, Fian helped me, to abandon the store. Even in the aftermath of Tarjan's destruction, my ancestors... The rarest, most exclusive collection of magical... Ah, well, when I escaped the Emporium, I happened to take with me a lantern of illusion. If you could drive out the trow that currently occupy the Emporium, then set the lantern on the hook outside the door, it will make the place impossible for undesirables to find until I can return and clean it up a bit. After that, if you find yourself in need of best quality... Excellent. Then here is the lantern, and here is the location of the Emporium. Be careful. Thank you for coming to your... If... Don't keep me waiting here. I can't bear it.
Hello. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Sir Stephen of Dengler. Can't talk long. Black Hawk and I are flying off to Lestrus soon. Black Hawk is the name of my Black Hawk. Yes, he's a big old bird. Wings wider than the gates of Skara Brae. Have him perched on top of Kyralan's tower right now. That's right, flying. I ride on the back of a great... See you soon.
If you want something, spit it out. Aside from listening to jackdaw and numpties, I hire out sell swords to them that can afford it. Aside from listening to... Fine. What do you... Thank you kindly for your business. What is it? Come back with a proper coin and we'll talk. Wasting my time.
So, this sage can save the world?
Only if he's freed. And that is my quest. To free him from his prison, so that he may save us.
What a story! I love it.
But there is no story yet. My journey has barely begun.
Maybe so.
Welcome, adventurer. We are the review board of the Adventurers Guild. Before you can be allowed to learn, farewell, adventure. You have returned to us too soon. Farewell, adventurer. You have returned. Farewell, adventurer.
Ah, hello. Good to meet fellow seekers of adventure. I am Ekbar Andros. I have sought adventure for many years. First as a mercenary in Sarai, then as a treasure hunter and thief. Then one day in a market in Gouache, I heard a song that told of a great sage trapped in an endlessly repeating dream. The song said that if the sage was freed from his dream, he would turn the world from the path of ruin. And I, suddenly feeling I had unwittingly been treading just such a path, decided I would find the sage and wake him. a name from my mercenary days. I was known to hold the line and never break. Murders, disappearances, intolerance, hate, the clash of the old and the new. All this is happening within your walls. It makes me wonder if the ruin the sage is meant to save us from is close at hand. If it is, then I must find him quickly and stop telling tales in taverns. Good luck on your adventures, friends.
Who? Oh, hello! I don't suppose you have any stories? Farron Brygo is the name. Impresario of theatrical entertainments and pageants of the mind. My company and I have performed before kings and queens on village greens and every... We tell stories of all kinds, from tall tales of knights and thieves and bards to poignant parables. In my 40 years practicing my chosen trade, I have had the privilege of working with some of the finest magicians, storytellers, craftsmen, and artists the world has ever known. And it has been our continued pleasure to create together new and wondrous worlds for our audience to explore. My family were bankers in the land of the golden sun, but I left that trade to follow my love of art and storytelling, and I'm working on a new entertainment as we speak, about a band of bold adventurers trying to stop ancient evils from destroying the world, and I'm looking for inspiration. Good talking to you. See you again.
Ah, off to do a little dungeon crawling, are you? Makes me wish I were young again. Always plenty of fun to be had in the underworld. Good luck down there.
Ah, another weary soul. Not many creature comforts yet here at the new guild, but Granny Goodnight and I managed to put a few kegs in a barrow as we were running out. So, how about a drink? Ah, in the old days, the guild was out in the open. A place for treasure hunters, sell swords, and practitioners to find work and tell tall tales. These days, it's the last refuge for anyone who doesn't fit into the Fatherite's narrow little world. Mages, didn't make it. Poor soul. Paladin got her before I could get him. No half the barkeep she was, but I'll do my best. It's no much. Happy drinking, friend.
Ah, I knew you'd come forward, hero. Now, listen. Seems the raid on the Adventurers Guild was just one attack among many today. There's atrocities happening all over Scarabray. And Dalgleish, Ringneck and the Green Lady, who you met during the fighting, have gone to look into some of them. I promised I'd send help if I could find any. Would you look for them and give them a hand? This is the old town, the original Scarabray. When the mad god Tarjan attacked it with fire and storm a century and a half ago, the earth shook. Now, there's not much more to tell. I can never remember any details of where or how. I just know the troubles we're having now will end when you end them. And somehow, you'll end me too. I only wish I knew why. The Fatherites claim that elves, dwarves, trow... Ha! Ringneck's a collector, I'll call him. Likes shiny things. He was looking into a kidnapping in Wellbottom, the trow camp here in Scarabray below. I'd look for him first, as Wellbottom's nearby. Then he can help you find the others. She's an elf who dedicated herself to caring for the poorest in Scarabray. She'd heard some rumours of elves luring children away from their families, like in the old tales. She went above ground. She's an elf who dedicated... If you need some kit, peek in those crates. Won't do to go around defenceless in days like these.
See you soon.
Ahoy! Happy drinking, friend.
My friends. See you soon.
What do you need? See you again.
Torn apart, right in front of me. I didn't know whether to shit or scream.
A summer's day in Scarabray became a wintry night.
Did you find Ringneck?
A summer's day in Scarabray became a wintry night. Foes from below, blood on the snow, bright crimson on white. Madman's story of ancient glory.
Happy
brought
drinking,
death
friend.
from far away. For
Them things dragged down my old dad to gallop.
We do this, we're dead. Not gonna happen.
You can't trick me! You're a monster, just like the other monster. No, no, no! Leave me be!
Glory here.
Get him, you slobs! I'm waiting for Scottish! Scottish!
out scavenging. Let it go.
That's a place to start. I'll find them, Cully. I promise I will. Now lock down tight until I get back, aye?
Ah, Ringneck. I only hope you'd find him alive. Too many of us have been lost already.
This is terrible, terrible. And the nappers with such a head start.
My whole collection!
We can rebuild, Johann.
Can we? Those artifacts, they're irreplaceable! And now they're smashed!
Who's that? Ah, you must be the one Rabbit promised to send. Am I glad to see you? Some kin of mine have been kidnapped and I could use some help finding them. Whalebottom's the biggest trout camp in all of Keith. Used to be the one place a trout could feel they was safe. Now nowhere is safe. Been talk at the guild of some trow sellswords sneaking around Scarab Brae, killing people and cutting them up. I hope it ain't them who's took my friends, but I got a bad feeling in my belly. Thanks for giving me a hand. Cully said they was taken near Sinister Street. Let's head that way. Eh?
Aye.
Yep.
Huh? What?
What are we doing? That's High Priestess Uena, leader of the Temple of the Blessed Lady. She's a lot nicer than Bishop Henred, but they're still on the same side.
Aha! Here! And what can the folks of the North do for a fellow folk? That's what the paladins call me. The most notorious robber north of Lestris. But can they catch me? Not if I can go to ground, they can't. Paladins are afraid of the old city, and with good reason. Just a few... So long, my bonny comrades.
Will you... The armor... The... May it bring you... Ah, do you speak my tongue? Are you from Lombardy? No? Ah, I should go home. Come back if you want more. Or to drink.
Adventure.
I understand why you look at me askance, friends, but please do not think all Fatherites are... I am High Priestess Uena of the Temple of the Blessed Lady. We of the Temple are dedicated to... We are indeed, but Henrid is very zealous. I should not say more. Loyalty is one of a paladin's greatest virtues, but blind loyalty... I wish they followed the actual teachings of the Sword Father's book as... I do, child. I pray. Go in peace, child.
She talks as sweet as honey, but I still wouldn't tell her much. Fatherites stick together, no matter what they say.
Was I shouting? Forgive me. It's just the cursed Fatherites. They've wrecked our store and all our merchandise. A collection I have spent a lifetime acquiring.
This is Johan, by the way, and I'm Shell.
They seem to have found it objectionable that many of the artifacts we sell are of Elven provenance.
We escaped when one of the shelves fell on them, and now we're here, with just a few pieces rescued as we ran out the door.
I was one of the foremost collectors of Elven artifacts in Cave. I had a fine selection of puzzle weapons, Elven generation books.
And it's all gone. All but a handful of things, which we're currently willing to sell at bargain...
Arbendy, originally. The son of a master mason. He taught me to love the beautiful things.
Lestrus. I met Johan there when he was cataloguing my father's library. He was my excuse.
Is that all I was? An excuse?
A very good excuse, beloved. We eloped together here 6 years ago to start a new life. Now we start again, I suppose.
As long as I have you, darling, anything is possible. I'm afraid it's all...
Please look.
Aye, thanks.
This is the place. Blood everywhere. Terrible. Ah, but maybe it can lead us to where there was Duke. Have a look around.
To test the potency of my concoct. Now, where was I?
Who's that? You want something from me? You can whistle for it. I am not hearing. You're not playing my tune. Music to my ears. Look. So now, how can one Rent's my name, a student of the streets who studied in 100 cities, but come back after my education to practice my trade in my dear old hometown. Akashi's my partner, a better thief than most, and a better friend than all. Rescued him from a gang known as the Red Imps, and we have been pals ever since. They were so dumb. Stop by anytime.
No thanks. We do this, we're dead. Here! They were heading this way. What do you need? Passing through. Behind. Pardon? Let me just... Stop a minute. There's an old trout cache round here somewhere. Before we face these kidnappers, we might want to stock up on a few necessaries. Look for a chalk mark.
Torn apart, right in front of me. I didn't know whether to...
Became a wintry night. Foes from below blood on crimson on
What is it?
A madman's story of ancient
Right.
glory. The depths of Scarabray. Ice in my hair, death's cold fingers tear us apart. Snow in summer, ice in my heart. Death's cold fingers tear us apart. Against Mangar's horde we took up sword and fought from dawn to dawn. Though we did win too many kin, gave life to see them gone. To Mangar's lair we took the snare, its hooks did end his reign. Now there it lies if e'er he rise, to bring him low again. Snow in summer, ice in my heart. Death's cold fingers tear us apart. Snow in summer, ice in my heart. Death's cold fingers tear us apart. A summer's day in Scarabray.
I shall cleanse you from this earth.
Come on.
If you make me fight, I'll kill you. Why are you being...
You're gonna get what's coming.
Who wants a piece of me? I'll take you all on!
Come on, you...
You're going... You... Watch out, or I'll hurt...
How can you prevail?
Your wickedness will be punished.
Of Scarabray. Snow in summer, ice in my heart. Death's cold fingers.
You have no honor.
Snow in summer, ice in my heart. Death's cold fingers tear us apart. Against Mangar's horde we took up sword and fought from dawn to dawn. Though we did win too many kin, gave life to see them gone. In Mangar's lair we took the snare, its hooks did end his reign. Now there it lies if e'er he rise, to bring him low again. Snow in summer, ice in my heart. Death's cold fingers tear us apart. Snow in summer, ice in my heart. Death's cold fingers tear us apart. A summer's day in Scarabray became a wintry night. Foes from below, blood on the snow, bright crimson on white. A madman's story of ancient glory brought death from far away. For eldritch power did Mangar scour the depths of Scarabray. Snow in summer, ice in my heart. Death's cold fingers tear us apart. summer, ice in my heart. Death's cold fingers tear us apart. In Smanger's horde we took up sword and fought from dawn to dawn. Though we did win too many kin, gave life to see them gone. To Manger's lair we took the snare, it hooked did end his reign. Now there it lies, if fair he rise, to bring him low again. Snow in summer, ice in my heart. Death's cold fingers tear us apart. Snow in summer, ice in my heart. Death's cold fingers tear us apart. A summer's day in Scarabray became a wintry night. Foes from below, blood on the snow, bright crimson on white. And story of ancient glory brought death from far away. For eldritch power did Mangar scour the depths of Scarabray. Snow in summer, ice in my heart. Death's cold fingers tear us apart. Snow in summer, ice in my heart. Death's cold fingers tear us apart. Against Manger's horde we took up sword and fought from dawn to dawn. Though we did win too many kin, gave life to see them gone. To Manger's lair we took the snare, its hooks did end his reign.
Now get!
Now there it lies, if fair he rise, to bring him low again. Snow